I can, I'm going to reuse the stuff that's perfectly reusable. All I needed to do was cut the tiles off and then trim the rest to the shapes and sizes that I needed. It's heavy, isn't it? Right, so now as you can see, everything's off. Millie was on the camera. Here I was wrestling the steel sheet just to get it onto the table. And I say it's the most awkward thing. So after nearly chopping my foot off, it was time to get some measurements and get as straight as a line as I possibly could to follow for the cut. Now, as easy as this wasn't, I don't actually think I'd done a bad job. I'd already learnt the hard way that safety comes first, and the only thing I had was motocross goggles, but to be honest, they seemed to do the job just fine. After today, I'm officially a builder. Don't watch that. That's the offcuts that we've got left. First time I've actually really used an angle grinder properly, so I mean, I didn't do too bad. Now, after we had got our cuts, the next step was to get them clean. So I grabbed the sponge, I sprayed some bleach, and I pulled the jet wash out. And honestly, I was so impressed with how they come out. Literally, just with a little bit of bleach and a hard scrub, they was looking so much better than what they did before. Right, so I started cleaning up the area where I was going to put the steel sheets, and obviously everything that I'd cut I'd already measured, so it was just a case of literally test fitting everything, seeing how it fit, seeing if I had to make any adjustments. So there was adjustments that was needed just to make it a bit more snug, so I grabbed the pen, marked it out and got ready to angle grind some more. Decided to do this outside because I mean, I don't know if I'm going to catch on fire or not in there doing it, but I'm not about to risk it. So now once again the motocross goggles were in full effect and we was back cutting metal. Now you're probably thinking, what is this donut doing? He doesn't have a clue. And the truth is, I don't. I've never done this before. The deeper I get into this project, the more I'm learning, and also as you can see, I've upgraded for motocross goggles. So after I'd made the cut and got that little bit out, I also smoothed out the edges because that metal sheeting is super sharp and I didn't want to cut my finger again. Look at that! Oh my god! I'm not even joking, mate. I should be a builder. Just so you look and see what I was actually doing. Just to cut that gap out. And look how snug that fit is. The nest. Well happy with that. Now it was time for the top sheet of stainless steel to go in, but first I had to remove all the old silicone left from the last piece that was there. This was a lot harder than it looked. It was on so thick and it was that stuck on, I literally had to chisel away at it. What a fit. Fit century. Oh! Right there?
Have I used the silicone man? No, once upon a time.
Big chunks that showed up at the right time. Now the area was prepared and the sheet was cut, I was able to apply some silicone onto the right places where it was needed. Right, get that little clip bit on. There you go.
Got a little dirty smoke.
Way too far on my side, there needs to go more left. Hold that quick, and we start what we need to apply it.
Over to me.
Yeah. That's fine, man. Like, I'm not a builder. I've never even cut a bit of stainless steel. Do you know what I mean? I've not really even used an angle grinder. And yeah, we'll have some, like a bit of tidying up. Obviously it's a bit messy now because it's that side done. On to the next. I'm gonna just put little marks, 18 feet. Next, it was time to cut the wood that was at the bottom where the repair needed to be, which in hindsight was actually pointless, and you're going to find out why in the next episode. To get that around that wheel. Now the wood was cut to the right size I needed it to be. It was time to stick it in place. Now for this I just used some silicone and some spray on glue, and between them both they seem to work pretty well. And now it was time to add some silicone. Now after all that, I just needed to do some breakdancing on the board just to get it to stay stuck down and stick in its final place. What is happening, people? We are still cutting and oh mate, this is long. This is long. Right, so we need 240, but I need to do a little bit of damage there as well. Up to here, off the edge of here, just because it's not what I want. I can't lie, considering I don't do this is not me. It's a freehand as well, not even measuring it. This is where it really gets techie, because this is the cut that has to be wide. Something with a straight edge like this. I ain't no mechanic, but ain't bad at all. It ain't bad at all. Now let's just hope I've got the measurements right and it fits. I ain't gonna fit it all in today. Obviously I still got to do the flooring, but I couldn't do the flooring until I had done that last bit of painting, which I've now done. But I ain't gonna lie, this worktop is heavy, boss. Once I get this in, it ain't coming back out, mate. But basically, if we fit here, oh, that's snug in there. You want to see? I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to pick this up with my ones like that. We've got a couple little adjustments to make, but these legs underneath it. God, that is a big side. I've battered this floor and I should just never put it in, but in length right, obviously there's gonna have to be a few adjustments made. Easily done, but we're in on this side. Anyhow, let's get it from underneath. Just drop this down. Now we fit. This has taken so long, like to a point where it's just, I wanted to have the flooring done, I wanted to have this in, but if I'm honest with you, it's just not happening. I'm going to leave this exactly like this, if I'm honest with you.